Is that this guy with sell YouTube?
Yes, sir. I don't want anybody to put the plans of this building on the internet for the world to see if somebody has bad intentions.
All right, I need a motion to introduce 07-2023 to ban audio and video recording in the Grant Parish Courthouse. Got a motion and a second. All in favor? All opposed? Votes passed. The next month.
And what you are about to witness her do is assault and rob me.
Courthouse clearly prohibits that. No, sir.
That hand you see flying out towards me grabs my right wrist, which is holding on to my phone.
What's up, Pata fam? Hey, I'm out on the road traveling, a little bit under the weather, me and Soon2win Audits, but we're going to get out there and get you guys some more content pretty soon. I wanted to get this video out there because Third Coast Copwatch is in jail right now for an incident that happened to him where he was assaulted because he started to record a assistant district attorney. And I want to get this story out there for you guys. He's uncovering some corruption down there, especially with his last charge where a officer perjured himself on the stand, and he's pursuing that, and they don't like it. So they're trying everything to get back at him. And at the end of this first video, there's going to be a bonus clip of Grant Parish trying to create, they actually do create a ordinance about recording in the courthouse. So not the courtroom, but the courthouse itself. So it just shows you how quickly our rights could be taken away. And there's no voting from the public. Nobody's asked to speak about this. They just decided, hey, we don't like this guy. I encourage you to listen to the whole thing. It's pretty interesting how they break it down, and they talk about YouTubers coming in there recording and causing problems, as they say. So anyway, it's kind of a two-part video. Check it out. We'll be back with you here soon with new audit, new material. Appreciate the support. Prove all things. I'm out. Peace.
A police report, and a month has passed by, and I went back up to the sheriff's office to handle some business, and Lieutenant Wooten approached me, and I have several shots of him in my videos. But Lieutenant Wooten approached me, and he told me that I'm under arrest, and he said that I filed a false police report, and he told me that what everybody can see in that video, he told me it never occurred.
So when you filed the report about the DA, the assistant DA assaulting you because you're recording, they're saying that that was a false police report.
They're saying that whole interaction never occurred. That's what Lieutenant Wooten told me.
Right, so they're saying you lied. That was a false report. Yes. It didn't happen, even though you have a video showing it did happen.
Even though I got the video, even though it's on YouTube, they're trying to tell me that it never happened and I lied.
Wow. So the first part of this wasn't recorded for some reason. My computer's acting glitchy. So just for the video's sake, this is, excuse me, this is Third Coast Copwatch. He's currently incarcerated because he filed a police report regarding an assistant DA assaulting him because he started recording. Was it a female?
Yes, it's Assistant District Attorney Renee Nugent.
So recording her, and she didn't like it, so she hit you or took your phone. She grabbed your phone, correct?
She didn't hit me. She grabbed my wrist.
Well, that's hitting you. That's
from my hand.
That's still putting your hands on you. Yeah, I get it.
And by the time that was over, my phone was completely in her possession.
So she took your phone, and you filed a police report. And in the police report, you said what happened, correct?
Yes, I told I told everything that occurred to the best of my knowledge, to the best of my memory in that police report, and I videotaped the whole police report, me giving the police report and everything, and it's on YouTube. So anybody can see it for themselves, the interaction that I had with the DA and the police report I filed describing the interaction, and anybody can judge for themselves if I was being honest.
Wow. And so they're actually charging you. You have multiple charges, right? What are the charges that you have going on here?
Oh yeah, I'm not only being charged with filing a false police report. I'm also being charged with criminal mischief, which, from what I understand, is like a vandalism charge. But this all comes from their video, and you can see in the video I never damaged anything, so I don't even know where it's coming from.
And they have not given you any explanation or anything of that charge?
No, they haven't. All they told me is the video that I have on YouTube never occurred.
Wow.
And that came from Lieutenant Wooten. He's the one that told me that.
Wow. And so, what are you in there to see the judge on like Tuesday?
I've already seen the judge once. He gave me a bond hearing. He set me off for $2,500.
And are you able to raise that?
I won't be able to get out because I do have a misdemeanor probation hold from a copwatch. I got a little carried away on. I stepped onto the shoulder of a highway, so I had to from a few months back.
So they're jamming you up on that. So you can't get out even if you raise the bond because of that.
Yeah, and that copwatch has a separate. Remember, I was also acquitted on multiple charges a couple months ago. And this is the DA that prosecuted that case for the charges I was acquitted of.
Right. The assistant DA you're talking about?
Yeah, Assistant DA Renee Nugent, the same one in the video that's answered my phone. She's the one that pursued these false charges against me in the court.
Wow. So, you know what I'm all about, man. I'm all about filing the correct stuff against these people. This definitely should go to the Department of Justice because it looks to me like they're abusing their power to squish you. They don't like you, and they're using their power to squish you. This is what it looks like to me. Because you have every right to file a police report if you feel you were assaulted. Now, it'd be another story if you never were in there that day and you made it, all this was just a lie, like you never even were there. That's probably fitting if that was the case, but I'm pretty sure you were there and you have the video to prove it. So that's your viewpoint on what happened, and you have every right to have that viewpoint. If somebody grabbed your stuff and you feel like you were assaulted, that's not a false police report. Even if they find that it was an assault for some reason, it still was a legitimate viewpoint.
Exactly. I did not want to be touched. I did not want her to touch me. I did not want her to grab my phone or take my property from me.
I bet if you grabbed her phone, they wouldn't be Mickey Mousing it like this. You snatched her phone out of her hand and took it. It would not be a joke like they're treating you. It would be taken very seriously if you did that. The same action. So yeah, I think this is corruption. If everything you're saying is indeed what's going on, I want to stitch together the videos about this incident. Is there more than one video, or is it one video?
I made a long video of it, and I put a short version up also.
Okay, all right. Well, I'm going to look into it where you talk about the DA assaulting you, and if you can give me any copies of like any kind of case document numbers or like the charges, like the ticket that's written out, like what they're saying in the ticket, that would be helpful. Because we're really going to push on this one to try to get them investigated for this shit, because this is going too far.
Yeah, as an inmate, I'm not allowed any copies of my warrant or anything like that in my possession, and they probably won't release it until my attorney gets my discovery.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah.
See, I did look at the warrant that was on the table as I was being brought in, and the warrant said it was issued by Corporal Milner. Now, Corporal Milner was the one that was supposed to take the report, because I gave the police report to Carter, to Deputy Carter, and he took it down and he was giving it to Corporal Milner to investigate. Well, Corporal Milner turned around and filed charges on me instead of the DA.
Yeah, there's a pile of corruption down there.
This was supposed to be another routine visit to the Grand Parish.
All right, so I'll look into this, man. Reach back out if you get any further information. I'm actually on the road right now. I'm not even at home. So it might be a little... I mean, I'm not able to do things as quickly as I normally can because I'm not at home with my real computer and real internet and all that. But I'll make something happen, and I'll get this out there. And then when you get out, man, please file reports.
This was supposed to be another routine visit to the Grant Parish Sheriff's Office to file a complaint on that dirty cop, Brennan Flory, for committing perjury at my trial. But as you will see, this visit turned out to be anything but routine.
Yes, sir.
All right, I got these complaints to turn in to you.
Okay. What else?
That's it. Which one do you want? Do you want the original or the copy?
Matters not to me.
Now, do you see what he's doing here? He is trying to have a play with words to keep me from filing this complaint correctly. So then it won't be investigated. This is a common tactic law enforcement will use to protect their dirty, corrupt comrades.
Doesn't matter to which one to file it?
Not to me, no, sir.
Well, what about the internal affairs? Which one matters to them?
I don't know. Let's find out.
What's going on?
Hey, I got these complaints for you, Lieutenant Wooten.
All right. You got the originals?
Yeah, that's the original. I don't know which one would be better for you, the original or the
I
copy?
gotta have the original.
The original?
You've already
Okay.
made copies?
Yeah, I got a copy right here.
All right. We'll get it turned in for you.
All right. Anything happened with him yet?
With what?
Brennan Flory and Ethan Hemphill for that false arrest?
Have you spoken with the detectives?
I mean, nobody gets a hold of me. They got my email. I've been coming up here for almost a year.
That's the internal affairs investigators, not me. So you'd have to reach out to them.
Yeah, you told me that, but I mean, I don't even know who it is. You told me before, but I couldn't get it on record.
Detective Bullock.
Detective Bullock?
Bullock. Yes.
Bullock. Detective Bullock.
He works at the detectives division.
Detectives division. Okay. Will I be getting an email from them anytime soon, or do I just need to contact him?
Probably a phone call, but you can try to call them.
A phone call. Do you have his number?
I don't. You can call our main number and they'll get you to their building.
You don't have a card for him, do you?
I do not, no.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you. I appreciate it, Lieutenant Wooten.
At this point, I got my complaints filed. Everyone was cordial and no one minded being filmed, which made me very happy. So I headed over to the courthouse to file formal charges against Brennan Flory for committing perjury at my trial, where an incident happened that made me very sad.
No, sir.
Everyone meet Assistant District Attorney Renee Nugent, the same Assistant District Attorney that chose to prosecute me even though I was falsely arrested, all in an attempt to protect that dirty cop, Brennan Flory, from a potential lawsuit. And what you are about to witness her do is assault and rob me.
Courthouse 2 prohibits that. No, sir.
That hand you see flying out towards me grabs my right wrist, which is holding on to my phone. She then snatches my phone from me, turning it off and ending the recording in the process. My phone then ends up completely in her possession.
Courthouse 2 prohibits that. No, sir. Courthouse 2 prohibits that.
No, sir. Courthouse prohibits that.
So, 2 minutes later, still distraught over the shocking experience I just had, I headed over to the Grant Parish Sheriff's Office to file assault and robbery charges against Assistant District Attorney Renee Nugent.
Yeah, I need to file charges.
Okay. What seems to be the problem?
Your DA with the kind of grayish, the lady kind of short with the grayish blondish hair, she just assaulted me.
Assaulted you.
She assaulted me. I need to file charges on her.
All right. You don't know the name of the DA that assaulted you?
I got it on camera. And
May I see it?
I'm recording right now, and I have to.
Oh, I get that.
But can you give me, if you give me an email address, I can send it to your email. Thank you, I appreciate that.
On the bottom.
Okay, and this is the email to send it to.
You can.
And will it get taken care of, or do I need another email address?
I'll attach it to his CFS.
You will. Okay, thank you, I appreciate it.
So, how exactly were you assaulted, Mr. Thompson?
I was, remember during our last visit, I came to ask you about the perjury of Deputy Flory, and you directed me to take it up with the DA. So that's what I just tried to do. And as I was recording, she snatched the phone from my hand. She grabbed my wrist and snatched my phone.
Where did this take place?
And on the bottom floor of the courthouse, a publicly accessible area where I'm allowed to record.
Okay.
That's a Fourth Amendment violation. It's a deprivation of my rights, of my First Amendment right. And it also retaliation against my right to redress, another First Amendment issue. And it was assault, and it was robbery because she took the phone out of my hand, so that would be robbery.
What's a good contact number for you, Mr. Thompson?
Oh, 318-66.
All right.
And you have did you type it up on the computer?
Sir?
Did you type up a report on the computer?
I am typing in what you've told me to the best of my ability.
Okay, and it's a report?
Yes.
Okay, I'm just trying to make sure, that's all. It's okay. I appreciate you. I appreciate you working with me on this.
Not a problem. The DA you spoke with, male or female?
She was female. She was shorter lady. She's the same one that presided over my trial. She's the exact same one. So you can find her in my court transcripts from November 30th also. It was really surprising because she seemed like a nice lady, you know. I mean, she's just doing her job, you know, in my trial. I didn't think nothing of it, but then when she assaulted me, it was kind of shocking.
All right.
I wasn't expecting that.
All right, Mr. Thompson, that deputy is currently in the office. He is working on another case. He will be with you just as soon as physically possible.
All right, in motion to introduce 07-2023. The ban to ban audio video recording in Grant Parish Courthouse. Got something on this as well, right?
Nothing. I introduced y'all to the issue of the concern several months ago, and you passed a resolution. I would encourage you to, consider an ordinance. So we have some teeth. Right now, we don't, you pass a resolution, but there's not a rule, there's not a law that we can enforce.
We're still having these problems weekly up here.
As recently as yesterday.
That same bunch is coming in the courthouse. They're in trouble and videoing it.
Inside the offices.
Yes, sir.
Is that this guy with COU2?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Can we do this?
Yes, sir. But I can't do anything without this being passed.
I mean, it's just something that like KLB could come in and say you're turning news video away to the press. The ACLU coming up from New Orleans.
Yes, sir. Unless you give them permission. And my response to that is, and so I do the same thing in our office. You're not coming behind that. You can do whatever you want to allow. But once you cross that door, there's not any videography allowed.
Okay.
I don't want anybody to put the plans of this building on the internet for the world to see if somebody has bad intentions. Legitimate news media come often and they're invited in. But anytime I get ready for them to leave,
Okay.
they have to leave. Or they have to stop. And if they don't, because of this, it will be a crime. But they've got to have your permission. If you're going to allow videography inside of this building, if you pass this ordinance, they've got to have your permission.
this just states the courthouse. Does it? I think the last time we talked about it, we had the shop and all our other outbuildings. And were they involved too, or just the courthouse?
I think it says Police Street property. Yeah. And other Grant Parish Police Jury owned properties.
I was wrong.
Yeah.
All right, I need a motion to introduce 07-2023 to ban audio and video recording in the Grant Parish Courthouse. Got a motion and a second. All in favor? All opposed? Motion passed. The next month. Finalize.